What's up, buddy? So today we're looking at Doom and which settings looks the best for this game in DuckStation. So we start here with the default settings. So it's the internal resolution is 1x, so it's native resolution. Dithering is turned off, and the scaling is bilinear smooth here. And yeah, this is regular old Doom here, except it's kind of a bit blurry here, I would say. It still works alright, but I think I would prefer this one to be a little bit sharper with the pixels. So for scaling, we can change that one from bilinear smooth to nearest neighbor. There we go. And yeah, I would say this works a bit better here for this game. But let's also try to change the internal resolution here. So let's go with my screen's resolution, which is 4K. There we go. And yeah, that didn't do that much with the environment here, but it did change all the little sprites here. So they are a lot clearer, which kind of makes it so they look like they are, well, they kind of glued in there. They don't really fit the game anymore. So yeah, I can't say this works all that well as well. Everything also jumps around a little bit with this, or it's a lot more noticeable. I guess it does that with the native resolution as well. So yeah, increasing the internal resolution doesn't do that much, or it doesn't look all that great, I would say. We could change the native resolution to something like 2x here. So we get a little bit of that, but it's not as noticeable, so it doesn't look like they are like glued in here into the screen, more or less. We still have some of that, so I would say I would still prefer the native resolution over upscaled here. There is another thing we can try on the other hand, and that would be, let's see, go back to native resolution, or not the native, to 4K. Downsampling is also something we can try here. So let's do that. There we go. So now it is upgraded to 4K, or the internal resolution is 4K. That is then downsampled to native resolution, and yeah, it's still a bit pixelated here, but not as much, and it still looks pretty good here, I would say. Let's go back to the native resolution so we can get a comparison here. There we go. And yeah, everything looks a lot more blocky here if we go with native resolution compared to the downsampled version here. So let's go back to 4K. There we go. And yeah, I would say this looks a bit better. So yeah, this is a pretty good option here. Let's also try the scaling here with the bilinear smooth. And well, if you want it a little bit less pixelated, this is an option here, but I would yeah, I think I would prefer the sharp pixels with the nearest neighbor. So yeah, that's definitely works a little bit better here. So here we go. It can look a little bit nicer here. We do also have one thing we can also try here, and that is increasing or overclock the CPU here, or the emulated CPU. This game is not exactly amazing when it comes to frame rate here. It can be quite laggy at places. Here is, for example, a spot here which is, yeah, not great. Don't know what the frame rate is here, but I'm guessing like close to 10 or something. It's not great. We have, on the other hand, let's try the overclocking, and to the side here we can't really see that here, but we have a thing called console here, and we get another screen. Here we have CPU emulation, and we can enable overclocking here, or change the clock speed here. So here is the 100%, so it's no overclocking, but let's try to increase this one. And we can increase this one all the way up to 1000% here. It goes off screen here, so you can't see that point, but yeah, I went to 1000% here, and now we have a lot better frame rate here. So yeah, that seems to work pretty well. I have tried a few levels here with the overclocking, and yeah, this this game is not perfect when it comes to its emulation. It sometimes have some slowdown, so we can get some audio cracking, and it seems like that doesn't... It doesn't matter which settings we go for here with the overclocking and stuff like that, because overclocking can break some games here. Oh, here we go. And for this game, it seems to work pretty well, actually. Oops, that's not how we open doors. And yeah, there we go. I would say this is probably the way I prefer to play this game, through this emulation here. And well, it's quite nice actually when we have a pretty solid frame rate, and with the downsampling or downsampled 4K or whatever screen resolution you have here, it looks a bit better compared to the original there, or on native, or not the native, on original hardware. And yeah, I guess this will be it for this video. Hope you liked it, and you all stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.